scoring, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is success.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, The Coach.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Jackson on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles on first and 10. They're ready to roll. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And right away he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
The quarterback set. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the
opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They come up first and 10 at the 16. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Jackson on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out.
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball. What's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Arian Foster with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Just an unbelievable start, less than a minute in. They're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the game fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
You're quick.
I guess I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. Rush coming, and he he's taken down. DeMarcus Ware able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to...
Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. They find some open field here. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Mason Crosby.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Jackson now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. 3rd down here.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
That's set. A fumble on the play.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Arian Foster doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing his Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And he knocks it through. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Jackson now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Ware picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
Recovered.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. This is Foster. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
23.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed 1 of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Arian Foster on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Jackson now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Jackson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Deshaun Jackson getting set to go again on offense. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it.
At the 24-yard line.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they hit.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Mason Crosby.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Mason Crosby, kickoff.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Jackson now to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Taken down and sacked.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Packers continue to roll.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football.
On the play. Recovered by the Packers.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot.
First and goal at the 5-yard.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. But
he's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Dante Hall, 68 yards. And the Packers are pouring it on.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So the Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will extend this big lead.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Jackson now to return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 28.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Sanders. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Ross Blacklock able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Arian Foster, 44 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ellis. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
With the score.
Back now at Lambeau. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
At the 23-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for...
There he goes, right side. 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 53 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
2nd and 10.
Now, Wentz again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team, because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard. Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it and get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Deshaun Jackson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they...
Under pressure, they got him again.
Carson Wentz. A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Touchdown, Packers!
Green Bay.
Arian Foster, 69 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Encroachment, defense.
Oh, man.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They run. It's Foster. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Packers.
Green Bay.
Arian Foster with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And that's caught by Smith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Titans, nothing.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 51
A first down carry for Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Packers pick it up. He's at the 50, the 40.
I need to get my swag right there.
The 20, 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Jackson now to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
It's taken to the 26. A great return there of 22 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To throw is far. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all come
touchdown. Touchdown, Packers. Arian Foster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Crosby with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Jackson now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. That's it for the first and abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Jackson now to return. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just spin their ears back and get after him now.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second and 11 now. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The open man is Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. The drive will start with Arian Foster. And some room to roam now. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Arian Foster, 58 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
For the extra point.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Titans. 28
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Anthony Perkser. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Arian Foster now gearing up to go again on offense. And he's already gone over 200 yards on the ground as we get a look at some of his solid work.
And the guys I know, they think about 100 yards each and every game. That's the confidence factor. That's the level they think they should be getting to. Rarely do they admit to saying, I'm going to go for 200 or more in a game. That's what we're seeing right here. What a combination of great runs, vision, power, terrific blocking. It's all come together in this one.
And nearly impossible to stop. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A 1st down carry for Foster. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And now running down the numbers. There he goes. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards.
Green Bay.
Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps. And they
are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own 27.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Tannehill. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's Favre to throw. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
To the air again, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Again, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
The Packers take over first and 10.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. They'll go again with Foster.
At the 38-yard line.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a Packers touchdown.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jackson now to return. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee and shutty. Like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it. Watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute. Like, don't make sense. Don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken. That cheeky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. I see water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it. Watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag in racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in a way. Got a new Chris Watch, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. Nike check.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuff. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Can't roll no bottom, rolls through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a youngin', they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Can't roll no bottom, rolls through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dog. Some it was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend that kissed and we did it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to check my buzz. Need Sprite here just to check my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact,
you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news.